Hey everyone, welcome back to the Woman Signals channel. In today's video, we want to focus on an important dating topic: how to make a woman miss you so badly. A common mistake guys make is coming across as too eager or needy when they meet someone new. But you can actually use psychological techniques to make her crave your attention instead. Let's go over actionable tips to avoid neediness and have her thinking about you nonstop. These are simple but effective strategies any man can use to create healthy dating relationships. But before we begin, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to get more valuable insight about dating. Now let's get started. Tips 1. Don't respond to her texts right away. When a woman sends you a text, it's okay not to reply right away every single time. Imagine you're in the middle of doing something important or fun. You can wait for about 10 to 15 minutes before you answer her. Sometimes, it's also okay to let a couple of hours pass before you respond. Why do this? Well, it's a way to show her that you have a life that's full and interesting, even when she's not around. By not always replying immediately, it gives a sense that you're not just waiting around for her messages. This can actually make your conversations more exciting and interesting when you do reply. Think about it like this. If you always reply instantly, it might seem like you don't have much going on, and it could make things a bit predictable. But when you take a little time before answering, it can create some anticipation. It's like waiting for something good. It can make talking to each other more fun and engaging. Remember, it's not about playing games or being uninterested. It's more about showing that you have your own stuff happening, and that can make things between you two more interesting. So, taking a little time before replying might actually make your conversations more exciting and enjoyable for both of you. Tips 2. Let her initiate sometimes. So here's the deal. It's cool to let the other person kick off conversations sometimes, especially when it comes to texting. Instead of always being the one to start chats with a "good morning" message every single day, give her a chance to be the first to say hi. Why? Well, imagine if you're always the one to start things. It might seem like you're really eager or needy. Like you're waiting around just to talk to her. But if you take a step back and let her start the conversation sometimes, it shows that you've got your own stuff going on. Think about your life outside of this budding relationship. You've got work, hobbies, and friends, right? By not always being the conversation initiator, you're showing that you're not just waiting around for her texts. It's like saying, "Hey, I've got cool things happening too." When you let her take the lead now and then, it keeps things balanced. It shows that both of you are interested and excited to talk. Plus, it makes things more relaxed and natural. You're not pushing to chat all the time. You're both sharing when it feels right. Remember, it's not about ignoring her or being uninterested. It's about finding that middle ground where both of you are comfortable starting conversations. So, take a step back now and then, and let her be the one to say hello. It'll make your chats feel more equal and enjoyable for both of you. Tips 3. End phone calls first. When you're chatting with your new dating partner on the phone, here's a tip. Try to be the one who ends the call first sometimes. Yep, you heard that right. Instead of staying on the call until she says goodbye, make it a habit to say bye first. Now, you might be thinking, why would I do that? Well, here's the thing. It's a subtle way to show that you've got important things going on in your life. By ending the call before she does, it sends a message that you're not spending all your time just talking to her. Why is this a good move? Because it shows that you're confident and independent. See, when a guy values his time and doesn't always stay on the phone for ages, it can be really attractive. It's like saying, "Hey, I've got my own stuff to take care of too." By ending the call first sometimes, you're not only showing that you're busy and have things to do, but you're also giving her space. This respect for both your time and hers is a big thumbs up in the dating world. Remember, it's not about being rude or cutting the conversation short. It's about balancing things out and showing that you've got a life outside of just talking on the phone. So, next time, try wrapping up the call before she does. It might just make you even more appealing. Tips 4. Induce a fear of missing out. Here's a cool tip when it comes to sparking interest. Sometimes, share pictures of the fun stuff you're doing, especially if she wasn't there. It could be a super cool concert or a fun hangout with friends. When she sees these pics, she might feel like she's missing out on all the excitement. Why do this? Well, it's a sneaky little trick to make her wish she was there with you, having a blast. When you eventually invite her to join in on something awesome, she'll probably be super excited about it. See, a little bit of jealousy and FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out, can actually make someone miss you more. So, when you show her all the cool things you're up to without her, it creates this feeling of, oh, I wish I was there too. Then, when you extend an invitation for something fun, she'll be eager to jump on board and be a part of the excitement. But remember, it's important to not overdo it or purposefully make someone feel left out. The idea is to gently spark that feeling of missing out, not to make her upset or feel excluded. It's all about making her excited to be a part of your fun adventures. So, next time you're doing something awesome, snap a pic and share it. When you invite her later, she'll probably be thrilled to join in on the fun. Tips 5. Delay setting up the next date. Imagine you've had an awesome first or second date with someone you really like. Now, instead of rushing to set up the next date right away, here's a sneaky tip. Wait a few days before reaching out to plan another meetup. Why do this? Well, giving it some time before scheduling the next date creates a little space for both of you to think about how you feel. See, this waiting period allows her to process her emotions and thoughts about the time you spend together. The cool part is that the longer you wait before asking for the next date, the more she might start to really look forward to seeing you again. It's like building up this excitement and anticipation. When you do finally reach out to plan something, she'll probably be even more eager and excited to meet up once more. But remember, it's not about playing games or being distant. It's more about creating this buildup of anticipation that can make the next date even more special. By allowing some time between the dates, you're giving both of you a chance to reflect on your feelings and get excited about the possibility of meeting up again. So, after an amazing time together, give it a few days before making plans for the next date. This waiting game might just make her crave to see you again. Tip 6. Limit dates to 1 to 2 times per week. When you're dating someone new and you're totally into them, here's a tip. Try not to see each other too often, like maybe just once or twice a week at most. Why is that a good idea? Well, think of it this way. It's like creating some space so that you don't spend too much time together right away. When you limit the number of times you meet up, it prevents what we call overexposure. This way, both of you have enough breathing room while still getting to know each other. Now, the cool part is that when you see each other less frequently, it gives her time to miss you in between those dates. That feeling of missing someone can actually make your time together even more special. Plus, it gives both of you the chance to focus on other things in your lives too. When you're not spending every day together, you've got the chance to nurture other parts of your life, like your hobbies, work, or hanging out with friends. It's like keeping a good balance between your relationship and everything else that matters to you. Remember, it's not about playing hard to get or being distant. It's more about finding a healthy rhythm in your dating life. So, by limiting your dates to once or twice a week, you're giving each other space to miss and appreciate one another, making the time you spend together even more special. We hope these tips help you avoid needy behaviors and make that exciting new woman miss you intensely. If you like this video, a thumbs up would mean a lot. Share your thoughts in the comments. We're eager to hear from you. If you think this could help someone, sharing it would be wonderful. For extra support, check out the Super Thanks feature. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content. Thanks for being part of our community. More great content is on the horizon, so stay tuned. Take care until our next video.